InShalla and Ashe. I've switched my camera today. I'm kind of excited about it. But as always, welcome to the Daily Snippet. I am Tonya D, holistic Sha'medium and subtle energy surgeon. And we are at the galactic time of this mystical, magical new moon with some really bonus juice added. We've got a solar eclipse that's going to shift the energy of the house that's actually transiting in your natal chart, or your solar chart, the sign on the rise. But be sure to grab my musing moon meditation to clear the cosmic debris as you set out for some otherworldly, futuristic recalibration of love and all those aspects. The juice is on. I feel like it's simply going to be juicy, but I like to stay optimistic. So if you have yet to plant the seed in your own galactic highway, a sacred space and consciousness that's rather cosmic, I might say, make sure the juice is in your heart center, the high heart, the low heart, the middle heart, or all three, actually. But elementally today, let me grab my little visual here. Ding, ding. There we go. Elementally, we have a Yin Wood Rooster day. So yin is kindness, actually. Yin Wood is kindness. And the rooster is kind of cocky, crowing all around. The rooster has this energy of being anxious. They're always looking over their shoulder. It's kind of like Chicken Little, the sky is falling. Just saying if danger is coming. So this really is why people with the rooster kind of have like tighter necks. They can't really, or they can fly very far and high. They're kind of vulnerable a little bit on the ground. So it screws around trying to stay out of harm's way. And harm, is surely just around the corner to its way of mind, right? So this is why it procrastinates and they're always putting things off. They're questioning, what if this happened? What if that happened? So the rooster really always is kind of weighing the pros and the cons of all the juice and really deciding the worst is probably going to happen. So they decide they just don't want to face any of it at all. And when it gets backed into a corner over some inaction, say, it's going to squawk and balk and flutter its wings and kind of complain about its fate. However, a rooster who is full of energy gets up at the crack of dawn and does that cockle-doodle-doo, wakes us up at the crack of dawn to wake up the world. It has this high energy. It gets a lot accomplished. So the rooster itself has an energy. It seems to be drawn to the media, politics, exposing and showing the world what's to be feared, the wrongs of the world. But a lot of times the rooster is low on energy, life force, and it also kind of drags around. So the energy it's invested has been invested in fear and just fretting over what might happen next. And it can really leave your energetic field just exhausted. And it lays around wishing that life were a little bit more peaceful. Even sexually, really, the rooster can have problems energetically. It wants to be in a partnership and it wants a sexual relationship. But sometimes these experiences have been so harsh, so they kind of just back away and keep, cock-a-doodle-dooling. The chicken, she might have fertility issues and not be able to get pregnant real easily. But the rooster tends to be kind of phobic and can really go through periods of time where it must kind of basically face all of the fears. And we all have this energy somewhere, really. You just have to acknowledge where it's at and kind of face your fears. But this yin wood of the day and the yin metal and the rooster, those are clashing energies. So really hold on to the kindness cue, be optimistic, be juicy. Our day has a hidden enemy in the pig. Yang wood is an enemy to yin wood. So really go inward today and reflect on how you treat yourself. Be flexible and really only utilize words that are really kind to your heart. Be compassionate, be in peace. And again, we are missing fire. We have no fire, but our little wood day is not supported. So I would really bring in the element of water for the flow and the growth and the nature element more for wood. Oh, good Lord. I just bought a tree. I'm going to grab it. This is hilarious. I'll grab it tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to grab it right now. This is hilarious. I got the Wooloo tree. Isn't that awesome? I should really put it on my desk here, but I had it at the front door. I meant to grab it earlier before I went live. Oh well. Okay, so now, I also did the elements, my little Wooloo tree. I should probably put it so it's in the screen. Look at that. I'll move it. That's so funny, the little Wooloo. But I also did the chart for the moon. There we go. I actually put in the hour for the day, and look, so we have this is for the new moon, so the hours included, and look at, it's kind of got this tic-tac-toe with all the yellow. That's the earth energy. So we have 2 yin earths and 2 yang earths. It's ping-ponging, and we have what is called a water direction with the pig and the rat and the ox. And we have both the yin and the yang earthing the heavenly realm. So muse about that for a minute. Go otherworldly, and what would you see as a heavenly earth in the other realm, multidimensional? And comment below if you feel inclined what that looks like for you, otherworldly. But we have, it's going to be a yang fire day. So it's spiritual. It's this otherworldly fire. It's like the golden sun. Being as an energy of fire in a cave. So to me, that tells me like the fires of the contemplables are going to come out. And the dog is part of what's called a fire trinity. So we really have some fire energy as well. But we're missing the energy of wood, except for in the hidden element in the branch of the month with the pig. We have a little bit of wood there. Plenty of water, but we need the energy of wood. So I would literally probably, and I probably am, going to do rituals and offerings to nature, whether it's watering this cute little tree here, finding it a home, or hugging a tree, sitting in contemplation with a tree, speaking into the offering, your intention that's otherworldly juicy, and really give it to the tree for growth. You could also burn it in a nice little vigil of a fire, an indoor fire in the hearth, or outdoors, weather permitting. I might do the weather permitting more than likely myself. I'm a crazy fire girl. But it really is a day to get out of our own way, our cosmic and energetic hiccups, if you will. Let me get rid of, oh, I'm having fun here. Bingo, thank you. Get out of our own way. The cosmic hiccups, the energetic burps, those are really, what do I want to say? Those are really, our own doing. We have in our cosmic soup, our body, our mind, and our soul all really uniting together. And with the sun, the energy of what our heart loves, and the moon, what we feel energetically, joining on this epic event, we are really tuning into what our heart believes and what we feel about that belief. But as we cascade to this magical event, we are in a state of reality in our 3D world, the everyday. So really facing our reality, we might see through the cracks, the cement in our reality, hyper awareness, hyper gate. That really is a thing. Trust me, people who live with me know I'm overly, hyperly aware. But I am continually asking myself if it really matters in the theme of things, the hyper awareness. Always adding to the cosmic soup, my God altar in the other dimension, my personal pie in the sky, the scene of our inner, what am I trying to say? Just noticed my cute little thing disappeared. That's hilarious. The scene of our inner image might come onto the stage. Do you find that you question if you're questioning things are right, being like the rooster and looking for the problem before it even manifests? So the key to access the reality is through our feelings. The best way is to feel through the experience like a Jedi Knight or a Yoda, and just feel into the force and the frequency. And when you feel something off, the scale or needing an ingredient kind of removed, because our feelings, they really become, because we're hyper aware, they come online. They might be also challenged or problematic. Reminds me of Dilbert, problematic. Dilbert. But if you feel a little bit wonky in your emotional field today, go for a walk, talk to a tree, light a candle, and really connect with your spiritual acumen. Place your investment into your emotional side. Invest in your emotions and swaddle your childlike wonder in a whoopee. Get that juicy blankie around your childlike wonder. Um, and as you pick up on a multitude of feelings, a variety of feelings, we are talking about the moon, the goddess herself of emotion. So just be in your observation station and channel all the feelings into an optimistic river stream, whatever that looks like for you. But be in the flow of peace. We are in a year of peace in the Dagara tradition. So as we become our own personal witness and we witness ourselves and we come into alignment, into our own frequency of integrity with a belief that really resonates in and through all of those heart chambers, they're all activated. So each time we put our left hand on our heart and just do a check in, you're like, whoo, feel into your feelings. And you're going to be able to feel authentically, or the authenticity of the emotion. When we observe what our heart believes to be true, or any aspect really about that of our lives, really in the corridor. So, feel if the belief is in alignment, in integrity, one of my favorite words, or if something is not in alignment as well. It'll be a stone in the water to peace in those streams in the river. So it's a day to be in alignment with our compassion to ourselves, and be and go with the flow in the moment throughout the day, the streams, the conscious river streams, the water streams. I know I had a ripple effect yesterday, and you might have had one yourself, but it was wild, and it was kind of a monkey energy day. Kind of the monkey kind of throwing out a wrench. So just keep saying out loud and sharing it proud, I'm doing great and you're doing great too. So if you feel any negative feelings sauntering in from the past, kind of doing the do-si-do, just know that they might kind of even bubble up through the thread lines. So it's really a test of all tests. That's kind of what Billy the Kid in Young Guns said, the test of all tests. Young Guns too, I think, now that I say that out loud, but I love tests. It's just a test of the galactic broadcast system to see if you are going to respond differently to yourself, the beacon of starlight inside each and every one of us. We all have this juicy juice. But when a belief aligns with our heart center, you're going to sense inside of yourself where you agree with that sensation, that feeling, and allow yourself to believe in yourself authentically, right? Believe in yourself. You could even say it all day long, which is part of the affirmation, because we are our own juicy juice and our own honey pot. Thank you, Becca. But we are kind of shifting out of our inner life world today and into our outer world life environment. So that again is a do-si-do. And our outer world kind of reflects our inner world and vice versa. So you're going to see what's outside of you isn't in alignment with the new you that's kind of been birthing and bubbling out, birthing through over the last, I would say, 6 weeks. So we have been releasing cords, cutting cords, bindings and such for myself from the dark ages, at least for me. Total recalibration, feeling like a total recall, gone juicy. So it's a wise idea to observe where in your life your beliefs outside of you aren't in alignment with your inside beliefs. So that could be a situation, a person, a thing, whatever. If they're not in alignment and they're not in integrity, that's probably going to bubble up through the cosmic highway. There's no need to be in the zone of judgment, be in the zone of neutrality, be in your very heart center, and really connected to the channel of source, the galactic universe, God herself, and allow the source energy to be that beacon that really guides your cosmic ship. So if you feel the juice getting steamy, just take a breath, take a pause before you respond, and be kind in the response. You could just say, not today, maybe tomorrow. I'm getting ready for a juicy otherworldly offering, right? We've got this new moon. You could say something like that. So with our heart center online, the magical chambers of our heart, every single one of them, I'm going with the greens, the jades, the emeralds, the ferns, eating the greens, drinking your salad. It really boosts our heart and our vitality. The greens of the earth. Spinach is a green that resonates with the element of water. Arugula is bitter. It resonates with fire. Kale with nature. You know, these are just some weird things about me that I know about greens and other things. But I'm going to go with the stone of the day is going to be green aventurine. Took me a minute to find that one. Let me find it. There she is, the juicy juice. So, you know, Aventurine, it's this commonly green stone or quartz. It also comes in shades of blue, red, orange, gray, and brown. But its meaning is prosperity and confidence. So, you know, believe in your own inner prosperity. It doesn't cost money to prosper inside and out. But it comes from the Latin word aventura, which means chance. With a hint of great fortune the stone can bestow upon us, with a name that rolls off the tongue like romantic poetry and gorgeous color streams. You can't help but fall hard for this sparkling glass stone that instantly and constantly connects with all of our positive, juicy powers that are really stashed deep inside of us. So it comes from places that really have natural high energy. It's mined in the kaleidoscope color lands of India, the humid depths of the wild and unbridled Amazon jungle, the corners of Russia, the lush green mountains of Brazil and Chile. But it's a form of quartz that often comes to us in a dark green color, flecked with a suggestion of gold. So this really tells me it's an alignment with our soul's harmonic and our heart center, like the heart of the eye of God universe, and along with our own beacon in our own heart. You know, and it could be the golden quality that made it such a sought after gem for centuries. It's even been called the stone of the Amazons, and it was said to be the stone that guarded the shields of the Amazon warrior queens. You cannot make this shift up. Just tapping into our divine femininity, our fierce power, and also our protection. But it is a heart-centered stone, and it's always ready to rouse our feelings of far-flung love and fantasy, but in a way that really feels strong and healthy and just ready to raise us up. It's a comforter, a harmonizer, and a steady, handy stone to have just stashed on the shelf for all of us who really want to bring a little more luck into the world. I think we need that right now, whether we need a little flush of added wealth, extra abundance of love or friendship, or just even a little bit more growth. Aventurine wants just one thing: for us to succeed in all of our amazing endeavors, just no matter how big or small they might be. So Aventurine, green Aventurine, is the most popular version of this wealthy and wonderful stone. If it attracts a little more of Lady Luck's energy into the world, but it's the stone to turn to, actually, along with a talisman of good fortune. So the stone also is ready to soothe our soul, regulate our energy, and keep our heart open and just ready to receive the juice. So that's kind of why I went with the green Aventurine. It really is a good luck crystal. It glows with 1,000 healing benefits. And it's really just an exceptional stone for lifting our mind and our soul. And it really just sends this magic, juicy juice to our bodies. But it's a stone that works to bring, if your nervous system is a little bit jangly, it works to bring that back into balance. If you feel like the fire of your frayed nerves are hitting burnout, it's going to help assist with our blood pressure, regulate our thymus, which is connected to our shaman's portal. It lends a hand when it comes to a gifting of new lease on life with the fire energy. It's also a connector to our heart. So it helps all things that are actually linked to our heart, like circulation and just boosting our vitality, our well-being. Even for long-term illness, and it's just this fine-tuned lucky streak we can also turn to if we're solving fertility. So that kind of goes with the energy of the rooster and the chicken. If you have issues with fertility or a path to parenthood. And again, this is like the stone that surpasses the chance of chasing luck. It just brings abundance by tilting our mind into occupying a more positive outlook and also positive space. It brings about decisive action, strong leadership qualities, just encouraging us to keep on going no matter what obstacle seems to stand in the way. So it even is nurturing our actions and our leadership, and it holds compassion. So it really grants us space to heal our old wounds and let go of being too analytical, which is a thing on a day that's hyper aware. So we have this new space that we've kind of etched out for ourselves, and it comes so much more roomy for love and empathy to really grow and to help. But it's really also connected to our solar plexus, the throat, the heart, and also the third eye. So we've got this container of just a ton of healing energy to be tucked away in this stone. So the green, being connected to the heart, that clears the heart. It helps us to clear out all these blockages that might even be holding us back and stopping, it stops us from getting stuck in those same old trust issues, and just encourages us to find our strength and our space and our courage when it comes to what we let in and what we let go of. So when our heart center has really regained the flow, it means that we are better equipped to move with the changes and be in the flow just naturally, organically, what's occurring in our life, and just embracing the cycles and just being a part of the journey herself, which, I think this moon is kind of bringing that in for our juicy juice, actually. And then, I think I didn't muff that up. I'm so proud of myself. Let's do that. Where's my stone? Oh, there she is. Bingo. There I am. Oh, look at that. I still got the juicy juice hanging over. Oh, I should move it. I don't know. I kind of like it there. I'm leaving it. Okay, the stones of the day. I'm having fun. I hope you are too. But, the stones. I got the stones. I got the cards of the day. The lovers. This card cracks me up, honestly. The lovers, the first card. It's from the Deviant Moon deck. I thought I should use my moon card since we're having this magical moon. But they're locked in this passionate hold, these two lovers. It's hilarious. They crack me up. But they're by this desert lake, so that means it's probably a little barren, dry, but it's the Deviant Moon, so it's a different perspective. But this moon is casting this hypnotic trance. If you can see the threads, the streams of the moon kind of trancing upon them. But the snake cracks me up. He's injecting venom into the lover, which is hilarious. And I find that humorous. Sorry if that's offensive. I just think it's funny and also curious. But this is like love and passion and romance and harmony and union. So that's an optimistic, great start to the cards of the day, right? I think it's pouring that love into the chalice of ourselves. And then I got this juicy juice. It's the Queen of Cups, but she's reversed. So she's this benevolent queen. She looks pretty juicy though, and I really super like her cup. I don't know if you can see that chalice, but that's a juicy cup right there. And she's made her way, she's along this shoreline. I don't know if you can see that. There's some ships in the background. I'm not sure if, I had to look at it double when I took the picture, but there's some ships in the background, and she's actually staring at a droplet of water that's in reverse flow because the card's reversed. She's worried that it might spill her chalice, that beautiful chalice. Again, I don't know if you can see it, but it is quite magical if you can see that in her hand. But in the distance, there's that lighthouse that's beaconing over there, and that's just her guiding light. It's a beacon. So it's like this, maybe we're not trusting ourselves, we're not feeling reliable, and we're in this indecision space. So yeah, I think we need to get in alignment with our emotions, especially with this moon, and really trust ourselves, know that we are reliable, and, just know that we do make great decisions, and they're getting greater every day, right? So just kind of fall into the emotion, into the flow of the emotion, because that is what the cups are, emotion, energy in motion. And then, magically enough, this is hilarious, I pulled the Queen of Swords. She looks kind of golden there, but she's also reversed. Couldn't make this shift up, but this queen is actually weeping. She's alone in this forest. I'm not sure you can see that. It's kind of a barren forest as well. There's not a lot of greenery. But she knows her position of power. It is the swords, and she's offering zero consolation for the loneliness that she feels being the queen in the power, right? And again, I don't know if you can see it, but there's blood at the, it's reversed at the base of the card. It's dripping from the end of her blade, if you can see that. And her heart is actually torn by events around her, so there's some sadness. And she's reversed, so the moon there is, it would be high in the sky, but it's opposing forces. So, we might just have some emotions bursting through where we're, we've been letting go, and we've been cutting more cords of people that are possibly cruel or deceitful or even like bad-tempered. We've been cleaning out our cosmic webs in the closet, right? So we're upcycling the juicy juice and just filling our chalice, that beautiful chalice. I'm going to pull that back up because I liked it so much. Where is it? Look at that. Oh, I don't have a wand, but the chalice. So just filling our chalice with the high vibe, juicy feelings. And then the seed sound we have is yummy. It's the yum. That's the sound for the day with our heart online. All of the heart chambers, spreading the love just all over the place. Being compassionate inside and out, doing even the toning. You could just do it in your third eye, really. You don't have to tone it out. I crack myself up, but just loving ourselves, pouring the love in that magical chalice, because we have the chalice queen of emotions today. The moon is the energy of emotion in motion. So do the love thing. The lovers are there. Don't worry about that little snake. He's just humorous. He's probably waking us up. Maybe he's given us some otherworldly nectar as well. But for the affirmation, really be in your heart. Know that you are the greatest of all time. It's in this very moment, and just be a flick of that switch to really believe in ourselves. That's the juicy juice too. And honestly, really see how far that we've all journeyed on the earth path where we've come from, and see your altar in the sky and place your love chalice there. And I would just affirm that I am juicing up the juice in my heart, and I 100% infinity and beyond, like Buzz Lightyear, believe in me. So with all of that, InShalla and Ashe. Oopsie, check out my little woo tree. And yeah, make it a magical, otherworldly, fabulous moon day.